The Hulk is a fan favorite character in all of Marvel. Everybody loves the Hulk. He's big, he's angry, and he's green. What's not to love? Now, the only problem with that is in Marvel Rivals, it feels like Hulk versus Thanos anytime you're playing Hulk against another tank. This character feels weak according to a lot of people. As a matter of fact, Flats, who's one of the best Overwatch tanks in the world, ranks Hulk in the C tier, which means that Hulk is actually the lowest tier tank in Flats' opinion. Who really, he is a tank player. This guy knows tanks better than most people, so I would trust his opinion on Hulk over anybody. So now I've got a problem. They're advertising the comic accurate Worldbreaker Hulk, but the gameplay seems to be more like the MCU Hulk, so what do we do? Well, I'm here to tell you that Hulk is a very hard character, and I personally believe that he is still a very viable tank, especially when you learn how to play him. And in my opinion, I think that a lot of people have been playing Hulk wrong. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of players who are playing Hulk like a monster. This player right here named Zebra, who's one of the best Doomfists on Overwatch, started playing Hulk like an animal, and his gameplay has been inspiring me to play Hulk a lot better. So with all that being said, in today's video, I will be teaching you all why you're playing Hulk wrong and giving you some tips on how to play Hulk as optimally as possible. So sit back, grab some snacks, and I'm fucking tweaking. Throw the smash! Before we get into today's video, thank you so much for watching. If you're a fan of Marvel Rivals content, I will be making a lot of Marvel Rivals content. So go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and comment. It really helps my channel out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And on to the video. Starting things off, we're going to talk about Bruce Banner. Now, Bruce has little to no tech. He's pretty much just shoot and try to turn back into Hulk. But there is a very important thing about Bruce Banner that people don't realize, and that's his grenade. His grenade on an 8-second cooldown gives you 10% ult charge for hitting yourself and per enemy you hit. So let's say you just turn into Bruce and you can hit yourself and an enemy with this. You immediately get a 20% boost to your ult. Any grenade you hit gives you 20%, or 10% per person you hit, including yourself. If you just turn into Bruce and you see a lot of enemies over there, just lob your grenade into a group of them. Try to hit as many as possible because it'll tremendously boost your transformation into the Hulk. A lot of people don't know this because it's not really talked about much, but it's very helpful to turn back into Hulk. Being Bruce Banner is horrible. Also, keep in mind, anytime you transform, you're going to be fully invulnerable while doing so. So if you're taking damage and then you transform, you're going to be missing all of that damage that was supposed to hit you. But now that we're turning to Big Green, let's go over how to play this character because there's a lot of nuance to his abilities. Hulk has some of the hardest abilities in the game because they all have tremendous impact. For example, his E can do a lot of crazy stuff. If you see someone ulting, you can stop an ult. It has a long cooldown, it's 15 seconds, but it can do a lot. Not only can you stop ults, if you see a healer healing somebody from far away, you can stop them with it and give them 2 seconds off with no heals. You can stop the enemy tank in the middle of your team. There's so much impact with this one little move, and Hulk has so many things that he can do with all of his moves, except for one. His Gamma Clap is pretty bread and butter. You kind of just slap your hands together. It's a very, very far-range projectile. If you've ever played Overwatch, this move reminds me of Reinhardt Fire Strike, where it's his best tool for just getting groups of damage. Like if they're all grouped up and you hit them together, it'll go through each and every single person. So you want to look and aim for groups. This move is really good for building ult charge and just doing range damage. It's really the only ranged option that Hulk has. And another thing I use this ability for is just to end somebody. Like if I'm on a support and I need to kill her really quickly so nobody can save her life, I'll just punch and go straight into a clap because it does a lot more damage than just holding punch. It's a much burstier combo and you'll burst them down a lot harder that way. Truthfully, your clap is a pretty simple ability. It's just very good as a projectile tool, does a lot of damage, and is Hulk's really only projectile tool, so use it wisely. Now, his shield is where I get kind of iffy. A lot of people like to use his shield and just stay in the front line, shield his team over and over, and just do nothing. I don't think that's very smart. If you take a look at the official website, it tells you that it gives Hulk 250 shield, which is a really good health boost. It's like an immediate 250 health, and it only gives your allies 100. Now, that's good for healers and damagers, but There is another caveat to this move that makes it a bit worse. When you take damage, 100% of the damage that's done to you gets converted into ult charge, but when your allies take damage, only 10% of it gets converted into ult charge, meaning that this move is building a lot less ult charge if you're just using it on your allies more than yourself. What I personally think the much better method of using this move is almost like a Winston bubble. You dive in, you beat the hell out of the supports, you throw it on there when you're about to die, you get an extra 250 health, and you charge up a jump and get out of there. So imagine that's Luna Snow and that's Jeff the Shark. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump in, go crazy on him, try to end him, right? Freeze Jeff. And then imagine right now I'm like 100 health, right? Throw on the shield, jump away. What I have there is an extra 250 health to make sure that I survive that. And the whole time that they're hitting me and trying to finish me off, I'm getting ult charge. So I can just do that again and again, jump back, get some heals, get my cooldowns back, then jump all the way in and keep going for it. This move is why I don't think it's very smart to play Hulk in the front line 24/7. Hulk is much better as a character who just chases supports all game. Hulk is a menace. And the reason that Hulk is a menace is because of Hulk's hidden ability. An ability that a lot of Hulk players I'm seeing are underestimating. And that's his jump. Hulk's jump is a 0 cooldown, gigantic leap that can just send you across the screen with 0 rebuttal. This move, if you're doing it right, turns Hulk into one of those mobile characters in the game. He is just leaping around all game. He is basically unhittable. It's very hard to hit the guy because he has so much mobility. And if you want to chase someone down, it becomes way easier on Hulk because you're jumping at them the whole time. So any escape tools that they're trying to use, you're just going to jump at them and jump at them and jump at them over and over and over. This is what separates decent Hulk players between the best Hulk players, is somebody who's constantly jumping and knowing how to utilize these jumps correctly. These jumps make Hulk the character that he is because it makes him incredibly mobile. And not a lot of people are spam jumping like they should. If you're playing Hulk, you should be like subconsciously holding down the jump button every single time you jump preemptively. You should be, every single time you land, the jump button should be being held and you should be ready to jump again, because that will make you one of the most mobile, gigantic, horrifying characters in the game. I'm serious. And if you didn't know this, this makes Hulk one of the best characters against flying characters because he can actually knock flying characters out of the air on this 0 cooldown jump very easily. All you gotta do is aim at them, hit them correctly. It even gives you like this whole arrow and it'll tell you if you're gonna hit them or not. Oh my god, I guess I'm horrible with Hulk. I'm gonna camp this wall and look for him. Boom! Now you leap at him, you can actually drag them to the ground. Let's say this is an enemy Iron Man. There's no way Iron Man's surviving that. Because I can drag him to the ground, I can stun him, I can just wallop on him. I can beat the shit out of anybody who's in the air on a 0-second cooldown, insanely good leap. So even if I miss, I can just charge it up and try again. Imagine holding a piece of steak above a dog. That's how it feels to play Hulk against flying characters. We already talked about this move a little bit, but E is one of his best tools. Not only is it really good for stopping ults, but if you're playing in the playstyle that we talked about earlier where you're jumping in and trying to kill supports, this move is incredible. The way that I want you to use it is target one support and the other support, go ahead and throw your stun on them. For a majority of the time that you're beating up the other support, they are not going to be able to do anything about it because they're going to be stunned for a flat 2 seconds. What I do is jump in, hit a clap, freeze one of them, put my shield on and beat the hell out of the other one. And just like that, they usually can't escape. Even if they can escape, I'll just jump after them, keep doing it, let them use up all their escape tools, and then keep beating them up. Oh, I'm about to die, throw my shield, and leave. Last but not least, that brings us to Hulk's ultimate. Hulk's ultimate is fucking crazy. This move has so many usages, it's ridiculous. You can use it to hit tanks away into the backline. Let's say, here, I'm gonna imagine this big guy up here. This is the enemy Magneto, right? He's pushing up on our front line. Even without any of the crazy tech that I'm about to show you, I can literally just push him into the back line. All of my people can target him and him only, and he's definitely going to die. I'm about to tell you something that is very important to remember. Do not make this mistake as Hulk, as this is one of the things that makes people think that Hulk is one of the weakest characters in the game. Do not press your ult and then immediately go in to the next version of his ult, which is the slam. This move actually kind of sucks. As you saw, it couldn't even kill the Galactobot in time. That is really bad. If you look at the website, this move actually only does about 200 damage over 5 seconds. So you're wasting a shit ton of your ult on this horrific grab that so many Hulk players love to use. I know it looks funny, I know it's fun to curb stomp Jeff, but please, do not use this until the end of your ult. There is a good time to use this move, but it's actually at the direct end of your ult because it can extend the end of your ultimate by a couple of seconds. You'll see here it's going down 3, 2, 1. I'll grab him now. The timer's over, but I'm still World Breaker Hulk mode, and I get a 30% damage reduction while doing that. So I get to keep all that crazy, insane health that I have, and I get to slam him down with damage reduction. But that begs the question, if you're not supposed to use your Q and slam them down, what do you do in Hulk's ultimate? What makes it so good? Well, my friends, let's bring up the website one more time, because if you take a look here, his Gamma Burst, that projectile move that I was telling you about, that simple projectile, is now a complete intercontinental ballistic missile. This move is crazy. This turns Hulk into a sniper, I swear to God, because you've got 60 meters of a 125 damage projectile that goes through enemies on a 1-second cooldown. If I see them all lined up, I can just transform into Hulk, and literally I don't even have to go near them. I can just stay back for a second and just start duck hunting these poor guys, dude. Oh, you don't have a healer? Oh, sorry to hear that. Duck hunt Hulk incoming. Duck hunt Hulk. Oh, my ult's about to end. Oh, I couldn't grab him in time. They don't really make any changes to your lockdown ability, but it's still really good for the same purposes of just stopping the healers. But still, this, if you combine everything that I taught you of spam jumping, running around, spamming the gamma clap as much as possible when you're in your ult, you're going to be doing an asinine amount of damage. All while doing this insane damage, you have like 1500 HP, and you can immediately go into your Q, which gives you 30% damage reduction, so you can just sit there and get healed the whole day. Now, I know that people really think that Hulk is C tier, but I'm telling you, I think that people are just playing this guy wrong, because if you can just sit there and target healers all game, lock them down, even just killing one healer completely changes the dynamics of a fight. Healers are the strongest characters in this game by far, and I really do think that Hulk is one of the best characters for targeting them. Now, you should keep in mind, even if you want to use this shield for, you know, going in there, keeping yourself alive, if you know they have someone like a Scarlet Witch or someone with a giant, giant field ult, you should save your shield for that, because what you can do is you can actually negate an entire Scarlet Witch ult by shielding your whole team from it. So you can just completely just not get hit by that and just be a good tank. So the thing about Hulk that really matters is understanding ult timings and really just paying attention. Game sense matters a lot on this character, and that's why he's probably the hardest tank in the game. But if you put the time and effort in, he becomes a gamma clap machine. I swear to God, this character is ridiculous, and I really think that as time goes on, he's gonna get the Winston treatment where everyone thought he was ass, and then someone starts playing him right, and they're like, oh wow, this character is crazy. Now, obviously, all this is great when it's put into practice, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of clips of me doing this stuff in game so you can actually see how to apply it and use it for yourself. And then after, I'm going to go ahead and link Zebra's channel in my description. I really recommend watching the Hulk montage he just put out. That guy is an animal on the character, and really he inspired me to get a lot better on Hulk because his gameplay, the montage, is really fascinating. I really recommend watching it. Boom! Boom, bitch! Yeah, we're locked in. Now go shield mode and run away. I'll see you later. Bah humbug. Okay, truth be told, that's really the only clip that I could get that I'd consider crazy. I really would recommend that you guys go watch, I'm going to link it in the description, Zebra's Hulk montage is crazy. That is the way you should be playing this character. Like a maniac, targeting supports, and using your ult to its fullest potential. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.